Hi everyone, in this demo, I will walk you through our financial credit reasoning evaluation system. It's designed to evaluate large language models' reasoning chain output in credit risk scenarios, and it follows a three-stage pipeline: locate, evaluate, and meta-evaluate. Locate find the key information in the reasoning test, evaluate scores it, and meta-evaluate lets experts review annotations and curate future examples. I will go through the UI in this order and show how everything connects. On the home wheel, at the top, you can see three main navigation tabs: locate, evaluate, and meta-evaluate, with arrow showing the flow and a loop back from meta-evaluate to evaluate. This reflects the core idea of the system. Evaluation isn't one shot. It's a closed loop that keeps improving. Below that, we have the evaluation configuration card. Here, we configure three global parameters: user data file, the JSON with user information, reasoning chain file, reasoning test file, concurrency level, how many workers we use in parallel. These settings are global. Once they are set, locate, evaluate, and meta-evaluate all share the same configuration. In a real run, I would paste the actual file paths here, adjust the concurrency level, and then save. The system will remember this the next time I open the page. Now let's move to the Locate tab. The Locate wheel has two main parts. On the top, on the left, we choose the dimension, accuracy, logical consistency, or compliance. And on the right, we see the corresponding Locate prompt. Take accuracy as an example. We define how the model should extract variables from the reasoning test. For example, the prompt tells the model to read the reasoning test, to extract a test name and value name pair, and to output them in a strict structured format. If the locate policy changes, we don't touch the backend code, we just edit this prompt. After editing, we click Save Locate Prompt, so that future locate runs for this dimension use the updated instructions. If I scrolling down, you can see the second part, locate function. Here, we again select a dimension, accuracy, and then click Start Locate. The backend now runs the Locate API using the prompt we just configured. Once the Locate job finishes, we click Show Results. The results are structured outputs for each user and for each variable. We know exactly which name and value were found in the reasoning test. These structured variables are the foundation for the next stage, evaluate. Next, I switch to the Evaluate tab. The Evaluate wheel is organized almost the same way as Locate. On top, we select a dimension. On the left and on the right, we see the corresponding Evaluate prompt. This prompt defines how we judge errors. It tells the model, given the Locate results, compare the original values and the values mentioned in the reasoning test, decide where they are value errors or name errors, and output a structured list of the error entries. Again, if our evaluation policy changes, we only update the prompt here and click Save Evaluate Prompt. If we scroll down, we see the Evaluate function. Here, we choose a dimension in the selected dimension, for example, accuracy, and click Start Evaluate. The backend run batch evaluate for all users using configured prompt. When the run completes, we click Show Results. The result wheel groups everything by user. For each user, we can see poor dimension scores and details error list, which later feed into meta-evaluate. Now I switch to the Meta-Evaluate tab. The Meta-Evaluate module enables continuous refinement of evaluation quality by evaluating and improving the evaluator itself. Through an interactive annotation interface, experts review results from the evaluate and selectively curate representative error cases as future examples or new instructions for the next evaluation. At the top toolbar, there are three actions: upload the data file, load from evaluation system, and export annotations. In the normal flow, I click Load from evaluation system, which pull in all users from the last evaluate run. On the left, we see the user list, where each user shows their ID and an annotation progress bar. I click a user to open the user overview. Here we can see the overall score and a card for each dimension and its score and error count. Click a dimension card, for example accuracy, opens the error list for that dimension. When I click an error type, the value error, the panel shows the reasoning chain and all corresponding error. Here I can assign a human label such as correct or incorrect, and optionally add notes to explain some reasons to give this label. And if I consider the error as an important case, I will click the collect star to save as an example in the example repository, closing the evaluation loop from annotations to examples and to better prompts. At top, you see the example repository. We can view all examples, or only those for accuracy, logical consistency, or compliance. Choosing, for example, accuracy shows a list of example cars. Click 1, reviews details such as original variables, test variables, and labels. On the left, we have an evaluation mode toggle. Use example or use instructions. Use examples is the default mode and evaluates with few short examples directly, which is flexible when we are still refining them. Once enough high-quality examples are collected, we click build instructions to distill them into compact instructions. We can then switch to use instructions, where evaluation relies on the distilled instructions instead of raw examples, reducing tokens or speeding up evaluation. At any time, we can switch back to use example to add or test the new cases. To ramp up, our financial credit reasoning evaluation system gives us a full closed-loop system for evaluating and improving large language model reasoning chain in financial credit scenarios with configurable prompts, batch processing, annotation tooling, and intelligent future evolution. Thank you for watching, and I'm happy to take questions.